Trey, do you have news?
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be waved!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch. Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, June 28th. Good to be back with everyone. It is the deepest, darkest days of the off season, but we've had some great, in my opinion, great off season content this week. So that's been good. I know right before we started, Trey said we had some news. So if I steal something, you can shut me up and we can talk about it later. But for example, Butch Jones shows up on a random podcast, talks a lot about the Tennessee gig. Have you gotten to listen to that or watch that? Or
I haven't. I saw something about it. I need to go. Have you watched it?
I've only seen the clips and I need to watch the full thing. But this is right off the heels of him attending Josh Dobbs' wedding that a lot of people took exception to, which was funny. I love that. This is Tennessee's version of the Taylor Swift Madison Square Garden wedding. Like, this is what we get angry about.
Yeah. I guess it was kind of slow. We are getting angry about a lot. I guess it's slow for the national media because the Chaz Coleman stuff, I know we're going to talk about it, but that blew up in all national.
Really? I thought it's been kind of like,
well, like from like a local standpoint, like no one was surprised by that, but the national media is like, hey, Tennessee lost their $2 million edge rusher. I'm like, well, if you knew anything about the situation, you knew Tennessee wasn't paying $2 million for that guy.
Yeah. You have that situation, of course. You have Ed Orgeron calling body shaming LSU players. He's upset how fat they came back. So that was pretty awesome to see. And then Peyton Manning Passing Academy Week. It's always been one of my favorite weeks. Story of the past off the top of my head, Johnny Manziel sleeping in. You've had some stories like that. Now you have Peyton choosing family over football. And I take offense to that personally. I think the order's wrong in is it faith, family, football? It should be faith, football, family, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he said, I guess he didn't say he was cheering for Archie, but he also didn't say he was cheering for Tennessee when Texas comes to town.
Yes, psychological. Is that is a little reverse psychology?
Okay,
is that what we're thinking? Maybe
I don't know. I don't think he should be allowed to sit in what's the new suites called, like just above the Lower West Side. They shouldn't let him sit there.
Okay.
They should make him attend the game like a normal fan.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I would also love to see Cooper Manning with just a giant hat in England. That'd be awesome.
Speaking of the Manning Passing Academy, maybe this is my algorithm. Is John Mateer one of the best looking quarterbacks of the world right now? Like, he is.
Is it AI? Is it AI?
That's what I was going to ask you. I've seen the AI pictures of it, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not part of the John Mateer hype club of thinking he's a good quarterback, but damn, that boy put on some muscle.
Did he have
got hit every play?
Did he have the thumb surgery equivalent to Tommy John? Did they go in and insert some like robotics in his thumb, and now he's a better quarterback?
Or Spin Zone did the medicine the doctors gave him were the steroids?
Yeah, piss test him.
Piss test him.
I'll hold the cup. Trey will hold the cup. I don't want to hold the cup. Trey will hold the cup.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah, so like I said, peak off season. Now we've got
just
testing athletes in New Orleans at the Manning Passing Academy. Just high quality stuff. It's what keeps us going this time of year. Yeah, I mean, what more can, and then yeah, of course, we're going to talk about Chaz Coleman's departure. So peak, just all time off season material. So
yeah,
you can't ask for much more.
Yeah, and if you're really deep in the off season, no better time to go buy a house either.
Do it.
And you can use our good friend Jennifer Morris, the best realtor in the Knoxville area. And you can reach out to her today to get that going. Just a great person to kind of talk things through with the process. And if you want your hand held during it, she'll do that. If you kind of want to do your own thing, she can do that as well. So she's just kind of a one-stop shop for you for all your real estate needs. You can reach out to her today at 865-257-7897. And that is Jennifer Morris at Keller Williams of Greater Knoxville.
Yeah, go do it.
Do it. Yeah, the Chaz Coleman thing, man. No surprise for anybody who's kept up with the situation. I mean, this was a J.J. Peterson type thing where he just was never really there. I mean, people were like, oh man, this is detrimental to the team. Like, the team didn't know who he was. I mean, they cleaned out his locker like months ago.
Which is, this whole thing's just weird.
Yeah. How does that happen? I mean, like, you get this, which should we have known? Because
it's a great question. That's a great question. I find it very weird that your new defensive coordinator coached him just last season, and you don't have an inkling of this.
Or I was thinking, like, did we get God? Like, he had 1 sack last year,
probably,
and he was a top edge rusher in the portal. Like, what?
I was excited for him, so I'm not going to try to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
I was too, because like he was highly in. I mean, you saw the intangibles, you saw like what he looked like. I mean, he's a get off the bus guy for sure. Except when
he was that picture of him like flashing money. I didn't think it was the same guy. He did not look like a get off the bus guy in that.
He looked like who hasn't been to workouts in months.
Yeah. Apparently a blossoming rapper. It was the rumor I heard.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So that rumor has, I don't know if it has any validity. That was like an offhand comment I heard.
It looks like the only thing he did in Knoxville was he bought a used car from somewhere.
Was that from Old Ben Franklin Motors?
I don't think so. I think it was somewhere else.
Okay. I'm not. You all know my thoughts if you listen to this podcast. You know my thoughts on Josh Heupel and his staff, and I think this year was a big year for him to make adjustments, get away from his loyal guys, try to right the ship. We've now seen situations not exactly like this, but similar to this time and time again. Most recently with the Boo Carter, just whatever happened there. At what point is it failure to fully vet your guys that you're bringing in? And do we hold that against him, or do we say, hey, yeah, he cut bait before it really got started?
Yeah, like this one, I don't know, like you're getting guys that everybody else wants, and they're just not working out here. I just don't. And maybe that's just a Tennessee thing. Maybe we just always have that orange cup on. I don't know, but I guess at some point he has to get blamed. I think the only one that I can really be like, hey, that was a mistake, was the Boo Carter one. He held on way too long.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I mean, Nico didn't show up. He told him to hit the road. We were done. Chaz Coleman, I think they had to wait for medical, whatever that was. I don't really understand that. But I mean, he was not going to be a part of this team for quite some time. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It sucks. But I don't know how you can sit here and just be like, I mean, what are we doing recruiting these guys? Because everybody else wanted them. It wasn't like we went to, East Mississippi and got some guys that, has issues. The Boo Carter one was, if he wasn't in state, probably doesn't end up at Tennessee at all.
Lucky us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then Nico, like, I don't know. You might have heard my stance on California kids, and it's working out for the baseball program right now. But football wise, hey, like I'm good. I'm good on them.
Who are your? It used to be a gold mine for us.
Yeah, it's a more of a recent thing. It's Henry Toto and
is it just
Nico.
Toto and Nico? Or who am I forgetting in the football category?
I mean, I just think like we don't land a whole lot out there anyway. Like
Okay.
we
So
do
just-
like offer some, have them on visits, but it never really amounts to just West
Okay.
Coast kids. I think it's
all
obviously
West
more
Coast.
difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, like the whole Utah.
Let's go back to like
the Celeste one from Utah. Like that's another one.
Let's recruit like pre-Louisiana Purchase, United States.
Yeah, I think we just like draw a line. The
Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something
I don't know.
about this? And this is more of like a broad thing. So I
We said Mississippi and Trey just
no.
he said squirrel.
I was thinking about when you brought up Landon or Caleb, like he had 1 sack last year, and PFF had him graded out as one of the best defensive linemen. I looked it up because I was like, what? A 90.3 PFF pass rush grade. How are we giving those players that and you get 1 sack? Like if it wasn't for, because I'm convinced if he wasn't this massive number 7 player in the portal, like this would be a no story. Because I feel like this happens a lot of times on college football rosters. In Tennessee's case, it's just happened to 3 highly touted players that came in with a bunch of like stuff. But like, burn PFF. What are we doing? Like, can we just get rid of it at the college level at least?
Yeah, I think we need to add Chaz Coleman to the list. Pro Football Focus has shined some light on guys that we're overhyping way too much. I mean, they love JG. Absolutely love JG as a quarterback. So yeah, we've been on like Pro Football Focus. We've been out on them for a long time.
Yeah.
I like making fun of them. Hand up. I think it's an awesome website.
Oh, I
understand.
I read it.
I understand that the grading has some serious flaws, but I like the grades. It's the duality of man. I would love for someone to step in and take their place in grading because I just like the individual grades and all that it can present. And I mean, I think, yeah, you're gonna find those crazy outliers. Like JG's a great example of, yeah, he always graded really well. Never made sense.
Yeah.
And then you have Chaz Coleman 1 sack and he graded 90. What did you say? 90.3. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be taken as biblical. That's for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, hand up. I'm a PFF guy.
So where are you at on the whole Josh Heupel? Because that's been a talk throughout this week of, hey, like what are we doing recruiting? Like this is the 3rd time of recent.
Well, I mean, what's his
struck out
buyout? Because I'm sure if we fire him, we'll have to spend more money. We'll have to pay more for season tickets if we fire him. So, like, I think Danny has really turned me into that guy of like, can we just stop spending money? Even
if he's really good, you pay more too. We pay more regardless.
Sure.
What's going?
Sure. I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm not ready to fire him today before the season. And I don't know because the schedule is really, really tough and it probably shouldn't be the end all be all. I mean, I think this season is so much about how does it happen?
Oh yeah.
Before you make a judgment on wins and losses, because I don't know. And then like, who's your quarterback? That could change a lot of my outlook on how the season goes. I don't know.
It is a huge season.
How much will we have to pay to get Lane Kiffin?
Well, he's already used that dream job, Caleb. He's got onto another.
There's incalculable number of dream jobs for Lane Kiffin if the money's right.
We got to open up more yoga studios in West Knoxville for us to get Lane Kiffin.
I guarantee you can't walk 50 feet without seeing a hot yoga studio in West Knoxville. I call Ross Kiffin. I bet you he knows at least 5. But the addresses for 5 of them.
He's in there with his aloe sweats on.
Do you guys believe in the
I forgot what we were discussing.
Do you guys believe in the 5D chess theory that Josh Heupel took Chaz Coleman and paid him $10,000 to not go to Ohio State?
But it sounds like we wanted him to go to Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, you paid $10,000 for him to not go to Alabama, not to Ohio State. We don't even play them.
Maybe
that's just what a lot of the cope I saw online was, where I was like, I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah,
can we do that with every player?
Also, who did they get in the portal? I mean, whoever they got at edge rusher in the portal was getting more production than what we got. So, could we have just had that player? Also, that just makes me think, like, if he goes to Ohio State, is he still part of that program? And that's what kind of pisses me off about the whole thing, because I think yes.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Does he end up there? Does he play football again?
From what I've heard, no.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard too. But if he does, a lot of hate watching. I mean, I'll be checking that Pro Football.
I think I'll forget the name Chaz Coleman by August.
Well, somebody on Facebook will claim him as a VFL when he gets drafted in a few years.
Smart. That's smart.
Yeah. That could be a notch on some of our coordinators and Josh Heupel. We've been around this pick. Yep. He was in the complex for a few days.
I don't think he ever stepped foot in that complex.
Yeah, probably not. He had one meeting with Derek Owings. He's like, hell no, I'm out. Too intense. It is like you're mentioning the season. It's a really important season for Josh Heupel, and your 2 biggest question marks, your 2 most important positions on both sides of the football.
Yeah.
That's scary. Maybe it's okay. Maybe we're thinking, at the end of the next season, we're like, okay, like that wasn't a total loss. I mean, we were going into this past season thinking like, hey, you got some talented wide receivers, but nobody has any kind of clue what you're going to get out of them. And they're really good. So youth isn't always a bad thing, but it is scary going into it with your quarterback and edge rushers just not really having a ton of production.
Yeah.
Or playing time in general.
So are you excited for the season?
Was I?
Are you?
I was about to say Chaz Coleman did not sway me in either direction.
Sure. So are you?
Football season, yes.
Yes. It's not a question about I can't wait to wake up to college game day. I can't wait to stay up late to it's not even the Pac-12 after dark, so it doesn't quite hit. But whatever Mountain West game's kicking off at 10 p.m. So just Tennessee. Are you excited for this Tennessee football season?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm excited. I mean, do I have a huge expectations thing we're going to the college football playoff? But, hey, I thought Joey Aguilar was going to be shit, and he was pretty good. So I think I'm just going to see what we got at quarterback.
Yeah, last season was so much fun because I was not excited, and it worked out.
Okay.
So I'm okay. I'm okay with not being excited, but yeah.
I feel like I'm excited. I don't have a ton of expectations. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
thought
kind of
about
the
this.
same as me going into last year. I didn't have a ton of expectations.
Yeah, we talked about this weekend. I was like, you just want to do a fall wedding because this season's gonna suck.
Well, I mean, you have a ton of really good home games.
Well, whoa. They can be good. They're not fun if you get dog stomped.
Right. I don't know. I have a weird feeling that we're gonna be better than last year.
Is this supported by evidence or just a feeling?
Well, a feeling. Yeah, I have no.
Okay.
I mean, other than like Tim Banks isn't here, so that makes.
I
Me
like
feel
that you're
better about
already
our
there
defense.
though. It's not even July, and you're like already. You're getting the. I'm excited for this season. I think we're gonna be good just because we're getting closer. Feeling, and I like that.
I'm talking myself into more wins every single.
You're gonna have us winning a natty before the season starts at this rate. If you're already fired up.
Yeah. I mean, if Faison Brandon would have been at the Manning Passing Academy, I would have saw one clip and would have been all in.
I feel like over 7.5 is good. That's a good good odds.
What is it plus money?
Plus 105, it looks like.
To go over
7.5. That's not bad.
I mean,
over 6.5 being at minus 200 makes me
winning 8 games. I mean, I don't feel like that's a great season, but it's not terrible with the schedule.
It's not terrible with the schedule, and that's what I'm like for. It's just plus 105.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe
like
you go under, and then hey, that's an emotional hedge.
Under 8.5.
Under 7.5.
Yeah, but if you win 7 games, you're gonna be real sad.
Yeah, but at least I'll win some money out of it.
Not much. It's minus 125.
Yeah, I'd have to put up a lot to win money, which I'm putting up a lot anyway. Maybe I'll put my season tickets on the line.
Okay, I like that.
Like if we go, maybe I'll go over. If we win that money, I'll buy season tickets next year. If we go under, I don't.
I mean, I'm going to try to. I made the joke Friday. We were talking about it, and I'm going to list my season tickets this week for just the most absurd price. And if they sell, great. If they don't,
what's an absurd price?
I'm the most expensive seat in L. I'm going to sell it for. I'm going to list it for a little bit more.
Okay. $15,000. How about that?
Oh, dude, I won't be there. I won't ever see you this football season for one ticket or for all of them.
All.
Yeah, I'd still do it. I won't be as excited, but I'd still do it.
Yeah.
Ronnie, if you want my season tickets for $15,000, Venmo me right now, buddy. They'll hit your account right now.
You can pick and choose the games you want to go to at that price. Then when your return on investment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like we got one of our friends. They want to come in for Auburn, and they're like, "Hey, I need 3 tickets minimum." I was like,
"Good luck."
I was like,
"How much money you got?"
You should have just bought season tickets,
right?
If you're just wanting to come in for one single game, you should have just bought season tickets and sold them.
Yeah.
Ronnie said he was the wait list.
You got to worry about that wait list, Landon. There won't be if they clown about a wait list next year. I think that it's a public university. It's a public funded university. Could we FOIA the wait list?
Yeah, maybe.
I need to figure out. I need to FOIA the wait list. I need to know the validity of this wait list they say exists.
I have friends that are still on it, so it's definitely a real
How?
thing. I know.
No, I know people who've bought them the last 2 years.
That's what I tell them too. But like they have shown me the emails that like you
are they trying to get premium seats?
No.
So they're just getting skipped over. Then.
Yeah.
You got to get your weight up in that donation, dog.
Well, it's just like I know people who buy on like standard seats, like up in I don't know 00.
Yeah. I don't know. I got 4 last year.
Yeah.
2 rows over, or 2 sections over from my current seats.
Yeah, I'm still of this. I'm still in the boat of this as a conspiracy theory. Trey's friends are getting taken for a ride right now. Are they having to pay each year to be on the wait list? Because that would be awesome if it was like, hey, send us $20 more, we'll keep you on the wait list.
No, but Landon, to your point, like you already had, because like the way they work, it's like a donation. The more you donate, the longer you've had it, it gives you points. Like you were higher up in the point system, so you were able to go buy more tickets. Like you had the opportunity to go buy 4 tickets before these people even had an opportunity to buy one. So it makes sense why you could get more.
Well, that just sounds crazy to me. Like if there's somebody new, if those tickets are available, they should be able to go to them. Not, I should be able to purchase more after that list is gone, right?
Well, I see what you're saying, Trey. And yeah, that is right. But I know someone who bought 2 last year that had never bought season tickets before. And they weren't on the wait list. They just went, filled out a form, got offered. They said, they're available now if you'd like to buy them. And then I know people who bought 2 or 4 this season that were also not on the wait list, not season ticket holders.
I wonder, and you would know, like, did they have to pay more in donations to like jump up and do it?
The 2 last year definitely wouldn't have. I don't know about the person that bought 2 or 4 this year. That I don't know of.
Trey, tell your friends we have 2 in section L for $15,000.
$15,000. You know what? Discount $12,000. They're friends.
Steal. Yeah. I do love the Facebook Marketplace, because I know you guys see them too if you live in the Knoxville area, of like people listing their season tickets in the absurd prices they're asking for them, like 15, 12. It makes me laugh so hard every single time.
Go on our replies on stuff that we post on Facebook. People will post a screenshot of every game that they're selling. Like that's their only reply. It's like, hey, Felix Okpara just got drafted in the NBA draft. Hey, these are my season tickets for football if anybody's interested. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mayhem. We need to go to the banana ball method where you can't. There's just not possible to do it.
Well, I think we just need to start, hey, skip the line and just go through me.
What do you mean?
Like, I'll just buy your season. If I can just get
some
whenever. Like,
yeah, you need to do that. Yeah. Let's make our own wait list. Let's get our wait list in front of their wait list.
Yeah.
All right. If you'd like to be on our wait list and we'll get you some tickets next season, just DM us. We'll do it.
I'm in. All right, so got some questions for football real quick. Somebody mentioned, who the heck will be Tennessee's pass rushers this season? I mean, you have options, but I mean, Jordan Norman is always going to be – he's going to be somebody that Tennessee needs to have a good season, the transfer from Tulane. Marion Dye, he looked good in limited action last year. He's probably like a front runner for that. I think it's just gonna be a different look.
Yeah, I just don't know who's gonna be your like dominant guy. That's what's sad.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have,
and I don't know if that was gonna be Chaz Coleman. So like, I don't like my answer right now isn't really changing because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you're gonna have to do like things differently than you have in the past, which Tennessee's getting a new defensive coordinator, new defense anyway, so it probably doesn't like it's probably not going to be a huge deal to this team.
Right.
Like somebody knew was going to have to be there anyway because it wasn't I mean Joshua Josephs is gone, so it was going to have to be, and then Herring and Jordan Ross is gone, so it was have to be somebody new. Now, I think they go kind of bigger defensive ends and play like Marion Dye, Tyree Weathersby, Jordan Norman. But you just don't have a lot of those edge, like Leo-type bodies besides like Christian Gass.
Right.
And also, like, what do you do with – I mean, Monty mentioned the linebacker group. You have so many really good athletes And I mean, can any of those be kind of a Leo spot? Or can they play up near the line of scrimmage? Could a Jaden Perlotti, is that his way to being on the field all the time? I mean, I'm cool with that. Just let him play football.
Yeah.
You didn't have very many sacks last year, so it is alarming that wasn't a huge. I guess it was a point of emphasis, but didn't work out.
And I will say, I do think the sacks were a little bit related to the secondary. It seemed like any team that we could control this line of scrimmage were really good at getting the ball out quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, the secondary. I mean, our nickel was a disaster.
Yeah,
pretty much. I don't think linebackers really helped you out a ton in coverage either. So,
right. Yeah, the linebacker. I mean, I'm excited about the linebacker room. They got to be better in pass coverage.
Yeah, I do think it is a big opportunity for those freshmen. I mean, Hezekiah Harris, Kedrick Golston, Carter Gooden. I mean, Breeze Carter. I think there's you want the opportunity when you got on campus. I mean, it's kind of right in front of you to go get some.
Yep.
Another question. What's the biggest position in the portal for Tennessee this upcoming year, in your opinion? Edge rusher.
Yeah. Could be running back if you don't land DGG.
Yeah. Would Deshaun Bishop come back? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Is he going to be a redshirt junior this year?
Yeah.
Okay. That could help. Yeah, surely. I was thinking this would be his last year. Surely he comes back. Your offensive line's pretty young.
Yeah,
really good there. Yeah, probably edge rusher. It's probably going to be another portal year in the secondary too.
Yeah, I think offensive line, like Ori Williams, this will be probably his last year. Wendell Moy, Sam Pendleton. So unless you get that 5 thing passed, and maybe that's a different. We're talking differently going into next year. Who knows? But yeah, I think offensive defensive line, you're probably going to get one somewhere in that group. You're going to get a guy out of the portal every single year.
You have to, yeah.
Receiver maybe Mike Matthews, Braylon say they have a good year because I think you've recruited well at that position, but could you use somebody with some production?
Yeah, receiver will be an interesting one. You have a lot of bodies there right now, though, too.
Yeah,
obviously unknowns because a lot of them are younger, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tight end could be one.
Tight end could be one, but you also, just depending on what this year brings.
Yeah, you've recruited pretty well.
You could be, you could be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have tried to go and get a tight end portal guy every year, though. I will say that.
Yeah. Hey, we've had pretty good luck with corners out of the portal, so I wouldn't mind just going to do that again.
Right.
All right. Anything else for football? That was kind of a long.
No. Yeah, get fired up, guys. It's almost season. Yeah, we were pumped. 2 months. Hopefully, we don't come back like LSU fat. Somebody made like an AI post of a really fat Ed Orgeron over that quote. I'm not saying he's the most healthy guy, but yeah, he's not just,
When he runs all the time, he's still thick. I mean, that
he's got a dad bod, man. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
He's not Jim Chaney. They're not having the kids work overtime in the sweat labs of or sweatshops of Vietnam to make a 5XL.
Yeah, they didn't have to decrease his salary to buy a crane to put him up in the press box so he could call plays.
Yeah, I wonder if we've replaced those elevator cables since then.
Yeah, probably. They used to serve Papa John's. They had to go down to like Little Caesars because they just couldn't afford it. Baseball. Some portal news here recently with there was a lot of talk before I guess the last time we spoke. We did land a pitcher, but everybody's like, hey, it's pretty quiet with Tennessee in the portal. Like, what are we doing? We need a ton. We mentioned it was early. We talked with Eric Kane about that, and he was like, let's just see kind of how it is when everything gets going and finishes up. And it looks like Tennessee has been on a heater this past week. They landed 4 really talented portal gets. The first one would be Parker Detmers out of Louisville, the right-handed pitcher. He was Louisville Saturday starter in 2025, missed last year with Tommy John. But I think he struck out 16 or maybe struck out 15 and 16 innings in 2025. But really, I think it's a good get. I think he has that starter potential. It looks like he's healed up and ready to go. I think if the Jake McCoy, the South Carolina pitcher, it looks like that is a big draft risk. I think this is a safe backup plan. If he's not able to be a starter, that Parker Detmers could be that third starter for Tennessee with Landon Mack and Cam Appenzeller. Also, fun fact, he was high school teammates with Appenzeller in Illinois. What was the name of that place, Trey?
Glenwood High School. Also, his brother is a starting pitcher for the Angels. Very good one too. So if he can turn into anything like that, that'd be a big get for Tennessee.
Okay.
Awesome. And then you had Chris Ramirez, the shortstop from Cal Baptist, hasn't made it. He isn't officially announced yet. I think Parker Detmers, it took him a little bit. I think we did it like right after our episode on Sunday, maybe Monday, and then he didn't make his announcement until like Friday or Saturday of this week. So maybe that's getting out there. Maybe it's agents. Maybe it's I don't know. I think people are kind of ruining these kids when they go somewhere else. I think that maybe that opposing team is maybe getting it out to somebody else that they've committed elsewhere. So, but Chris Ramirez, it looks like everything is set in stone where he is going to be at Tennessee. This is what I love about this kid. Kind of very similar to Wyatt Hanoyan, the Air Force second baseman. Really good on base percentage. Doesn't strike out a whole lot. 293 plate appearances this past season for Cal Baptist. 18 strikeouts. He had more stolen bases than strikeouts this past season.
Okay.
Like an insane stat. I think he is with USA Baseball as well. So, I mean, he was the top shortstop in the portal, and Tennessee was able to land him. Absolutely had to have shortstop. He batted 383 this past season, 7 homers, 41 RBIs, 97 hits. Again, that top shortstop in the portal, and Tennessee was able to land him. I don't think what Tennessee's been able to do in the portal with their infield, it's not going to be what Ross Kivett claimed as the misfit toys all over the infield anymore. I mean, you've got probably one of the best middle infields in the portal, but maybe in the country with Hanoyan and Chris Ramirez. And then you land Travis Sanders, the Baylor. He was Baylor shortstop last year. I think it'd be awesome if he would make it to campus. He's a draft risk as well. Probably would end up at third base for Tennessee. Need to replace Henry Ford over there. He had 24 stolen bases this past season, so that was kind of a big thing. We want guys to get on base, but we want guys to take the next base. So that's not really Tennessee hasn't done that a whole lot. It is steal, but I think having that ability to do that. I think Jay Abernathy led Tennessee in steals maybe, and he had like 9. I mean, this kid had 24. He batted .369 this past season, 9 homers, 44 RBIs, 82 hits. Started his career at Texas Tech. Like I mentioned, is a draft risk. But I mean, you go try to land these guys, and you're going to fight the draft with high school, and the portal just is what it is. Tennessee hasn't had a great track record of guys in the portal making it to campus that are draft risk. You've had the kid from, I think it was Grand Canyon, the first baseman. Maybe no, that doesn't sound right. It was Eric like Radacek or something like that. He went. Then you had DJ Newman this past year from Bowling Green. He was a guy that ended up going, and then I think you had a JUCO pitcher that ended up going to the draft as well. That was a risk. So we'll see if you're able to get some of these guys to campus. But Ramirez, Detmers, I would think those guys will definitely be there. Sanders, McCoy, those are more of your risk right there. And then Andrew Duncan is draft eligible. Started his career at Florida State, was at Wright State this past season. Actually played Tennessee in 2 of those games and had 4 hits. In one of those games, he had 3 hits. So he batted .367, 6 homers, 36 RBIs, 79 hits, 19 stolen bases, 21 walks. So another guy that can, really get on base. I think the plan for him would be Tennessee's center fielder. I think when you're looking at like, does he make it to campus? He was drafted out of high school in the 19th round. So like that part of like hearing your name called, been there, done that. His fiance is actually a Tennessee alum. So I think that probably helps a little bit. And then just like getting back to like at Florida State, wasn't great, went to Wright State, had a really good season, now back up. I just feel like you can really improve your stock if you have a good year at Tennessee. So I would look for him to be on campus. And then going forward, I mean, bullpen arms, I could see them probably getting another outfielder, maybe an infielder if they don't really feel confident in Travis Sanders or Blake Grimmer returning. Maybe you look into those, but bullpen arms is kind of the big thing left for Tennessee, and we'll see what they're able to do. They've had a lot of guys on campus for visits and stuff like that, so we should get more news on there because there's a lot of young arms, but I think you need some guys with some production.
Sure. This offseason's been, I don't know, it feels like maybe of course the portal's just changed so much. But it feels like maybe Elander's knows what he's got to do after first year. Or he has an idea of what he's got to do. We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
See if he makes the necessary adjustments as a head coach.
Yeah, and everybody was kind of up in arms about the portal class, and per 64 Analytics, they put out their rankings pretty, I think, weekly. Last week, Tennessee wasn't in the top 25, and now they're at number 1. So it was a really good week for Ross Kivett and Josh Elander to land those guys. And again, got to get them to campus, but it's only half the battle's done. But you're fighting off everybody else in the country to do that. So I think that is a good sign for the program. That was a big question when Josh Elander took over is like, what does recruiting look like? Even though Elander is kind of over it, but Tony was a closer for that. He locked in a lot of guys doing that. So, how they would recruit, and it seems like doing okay in that department for right now.
Yep, absolutely.
Does Blake Grimmer return? In your opinion, was a question.
Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts on it? What does that look like?
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of like indifferent. Like, obviously, like he had that time where he dealt with the injury, so he didn't have that full season. And so that probably like makes me think he comes back.
Okay.
Like, I think Tennessee could really use that bat in the lineup, and they'll figure it out in the field. But as good as it would be to have another guy in the portal, I would rather just have Blake Grimmer than anyone else. I think he could be your third baseman. If he's not, maybe Tyler Myatt gets a look at that. Maybe a Braden Kersey could look at third base. I don't know. I kind of put out my starting lineup projections just based on who we've gotten out of the portal so far. And I had Travis Sanders there. I had Myatt in left field, Blaine in right, Duncan in center. Obviously, I mentioned the middle infielders, Levi at first and Grinlinger at catcher. So, DH, you could go Kersey, you could go Stone Lawless. There's a ton of options, and that's not going to be set in stone until after the draft anyway. And then that's not even counting. Tennessee has a really good recruiting class coming in that are high school players that, I mean, obviously you had Appenziller and Grinlinger make a huge impact for Tennessee as freshmen, and usually somebody does within this program. So I just put it out there to put it out there, basically. I don't know why. Just bored.
Fair enough.
Yep. What'd you think about the NBA draft? Trey, you can get in on this too. I know you're a huge NBA guy. Who had the best draft?
Team-wise?
Yeah.
I think it's the easy answer is the Wizards because they are so good at messing up the draft where I think they could have gone. There was a lot of speculation that they were going to field offers for Debanza, which Debanza is an amazing NBA plug-and-play player straight from the college level. I know maybe a lot of Tennessee players didn't get to see him because he is on that West Coast, but I think he's someone that is good. So I think Washington did a really good job. But I think another one that's getting a lot of love, and I don't know where Knoxville folks associate the ones that do watch the NBA. I think the Memphis Grizzlies did a really good job of not messing up as well. The top three teams, it was like, don't mess up, don't trade.
Who did they end up with?
Cam Boozer, which arguably could have been
number one.
I mean, the top three guys, Peterson, Boozer, and Debanza are amazing basketball players all on their own. But
I know which one I'm picking at third. I'm going Boozer or Debanza. I'm not going Peterson.
Yes. But I think the Memphis Grizzlies did a really good job of fielding offers. You know, they have a huge Ja Morant issue that they're going to have to solve here in the next few weeks. But there's been a lot of speculation. You know, the Grizzlies are also going to play some games in Nashville this year to try to expand, you know, the franchise a little bit more. So I think that was really good. But good night for the Vols, though.
Yeah, it was really good. The highest rated player under Rick Barnes at Tennessee, Nate Ament, goes 13 to the. He got drafted by somebody. He ends up going to the Bucks. The NBA draft sucks.
Yep. I was going to say it's the worst ran draft.
Yeah.
In all of sports. Figure out the hats, people. I mean, there's no reason why he should be wearing a Miami Heat hat, and he's not going to play a single minute this year in Miami. Like, it's ridiculous. the Trae Young, Luka issue.
Because I'm assuming the Bucks are making that draft pick in my for.
Yes, yeah, that's how.
Miami's making it for it's not like they still got to pick whoever they wanted.
No,
and they wouldn't.
No.
So why doesn't the pick just trade to Milwaukee?
No, I don't know. But and then you have to do the formal thing where the commissioner is going to walk out and be like, "There's been a trade," and everyone already knew the trade happened because we know that Nate Amit is not playing for Miami. It's so dumb. It's the worst grand draft. But yeah, I think a great night for Nate and for Rick Barnes and for Tennessee's program. I know I was thinking a lot because there was a lot of speculation of where Nate was going to go. There was a lot of late rumors of him dropping out of the lottery, which would be the top, 16, top 12.
Yeah.
And he got close, 16. But I think, I was thinking back on it, watching the draft live. The Tennessee did such the right thing with Nate, with the way they ended the season with him I'm talking about in the portal, where it was a lot of speculation of what's Nate going to do. Obviously he has to listen to what the offers are going to be, where he's projected to be. And it's hard for him. It's hard for the basketball program, but I think Tennessee did everything right. And I think at the end of the day, yes, you can't replace, there's no replacing a lottery player, but it's so good that he was one. Because I think there would have been a lot of second guessing on both Tennessee part and Nate's part if he falls out of that lottery, because the money changes significantly out of the lottery system once you drop out of that top 16. But great for him.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people, and I don't know if I'm just seeing all the bad because I clicked on something and my algorithm's messed up, but there's a lot of people just they don't love that pick by the Bucks. And I'm like, all right, you're going to be really mad that, the Greek Freak is gone. So that they're already in shambles. But out of the draft, if you're getting anybody that has that kind of freak of nature type potential, it's Nate. Right? Who else can dribble like him at 6'10"? Who else can pull up from the free throw line at 6'10"?
To answer, no one. But I think it is just a lot of. Here's the question I ask you guys. You guys watched every game. Even when Nate wasn't at his best, Tennessee could still win games. Arguably the NCAA tournament run, Nate wasn't playing his best basketball, and Tennessee was still winning games. I think that held a lot of people, which he's raw. It's a raw talent. That's the thing with him. Whereas if Boozer wasn't playing or Tabansa wasn't playing, Acuff wasn't playing for Arkansas, those other guys in the lottery, Keaton Wagler, those guys weren't playing, then they weren't going to be very good. Their teams weren't. Whereas, when Nate, even if he wasn't playing, Tennessee still could get through it. So I think that was a lot of the holdup. Trying to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah, he didn't have a great start to the year. And he didn't shoot the ball incredibly well. And there was issues physically at times. When they went against a really physical team, he seemed to struggle more. But there was times where he was the best basketball player on the court. But then there's times where Jacoby Gillespie was Tennessee's best player. I think Jacoby Gillespie was Tennessee's most consistent player. But Nate was always the more talented.
That I wasn't going to say it, but my question was going to say, do you think Nate Amit was the best player on Tennessee last year? The most important player?
Jacoby Gillespie is going to be a lot harder to replace than Nate Amit. And that's not really me saying anything bad about Nate. I just think Jacoby Gillespie was really good. And I think he did himself a favor coming to Tennessee and learning the defensive side of it. Because he came in and at first I was like, dude, this dude sucks at defense. And then he almost had a triple-double one game because he had I think 8 or 9 steals. Really kind of focused in on that, and I feel like that's a huge reason why he got picked in the second round.
Yeah.
So he benefited probably the most from coming to Tennessee. I mean, Nate was probably going to be a draft pick regardless, but it is cool to see like the kind of a guy just take a shot and like, hey, I'm just going to go back home and I think this is the best thing for me, and it work out the way that it worked out. It also worked out for Felix Okpara.
Yep.
So I mean, I think if you're going to be huge portal heavy, hey, feather in the cap for those two guys getting drafted. With Nate, I mean, how many lottery picks are you going to really get? You might get one here and there every few years, but it looks like Tennessee is more focused on the portal because, again, like Jacoby was more important to Tennessee than Nate Ament was for most of the year.
And I think, sorry, I was typing out here. I think Jacoby being, the guy from right down the road in Greenville, I think a lot of people, like when I think you look back on Tennessee's team this last year, because it was an impressive run when they look back on the record books, people are going to have that attachment to Jacoby probably more than Nate.
Yeah,
just being the in-state kid,
Yeah.
One thing, talking about the draft here, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this kind of more goes into news. What do you guys make of the whole Dusty May jumping ship going to Memphis? Do you buy anything from it? Like, to me, that was like, Michigan, he was so set up. They had the war chest. They had so much money. He was so successful. He showed that he could win in the portal, bringing players in. And he's out of there. Like, he's off to the NBA.
Yeah, hate that for him. Hate that for Michigan. We had it done in baseball to us, so I don't I feel your pain, but hey, part of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess don't get really good coaches. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there could be like a level to it, like the Tony Vitello, because he kind of rose to the top pretty quick after that FAU Elite Eight run.
Mm-hmm.
So there could be a level to it similar to Tony Vitello, but I also think with everything gone on there, very well could be a Jim Harbaugh type situation where he's getting the hell out of Dodge before something happens.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think both scenarios.
Was he actually addicted to gambling somewhere?
What are you telling us you know?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just. It would be cool if we found out before Tennessee played them in the Elite Eight.
I just think it's interesting, the whole Dusty May thing, because it's someone who was at the top of their game and had everything in his hands, and it's just nope, he's out of here.
Are you talking about Tony Vitello or Dusty May?
Yeah.
It is one thing, like you see more like you've seen college coaches do this. Now it's not usually after when was Billy Donovan? Was it right after they did that?
No, it was, I want to say it was 2 years after. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Or 1
Brad Stevens was another one that, I mean, you've had guys like do this same thing. I think it's just unfortunate it's right after they win a national championship and had a really good recruiting class coming in, really good portal class, like was a threat to probably win it again, and losing their coach, and then they just hire the assistants. So they kind of did the exact same thing Tennessee did. But, I mean, Tony Vitello is a little bit better looking than Dusty May, I think. Just a tad.
Go on.
That's all I got. Monty asked, are we going to lose DGG because his no talent best friend goes to Ohio State?
I can't imagine that'll be a deciding factor, but maybe it will be.
Yeah, seems like a desperation heave to me.
It'll if the money's more at Ohio State and his friend's committed there, he'll go. If the money's more at Tennessee and his friend goes to Ohio State, he'll go to Tennessee.
Yeah, my whole
Let's be honest about the situation.
my thing is like if it was that big of a deal, Tennessee would just do the same thing, right?
Correct.
If that was going to make or break the situation, Tennessee would offer him to.
Correct.
But I mean, the kid has like a Kennesaw State offer, UT Martin. Like, I mean, let's. I mean, if you're the kid or you're like his head coach in high school, like, hey, maybe just like sit him down and be like, hey, this is what this is. If you didn't know already, which you should, but if you don't, this is what this situation is. I don't know.
Yeah.
My thing is like, do you just want to be just like a throw in to try to get DGG to Ohio State? I don't know. That it just seems really shady to me and really crappy for the kid that they offered because I mean they have no intentions of that kid ever playing or being a factor at Ohio State.
They may see a diamond in the rough, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope that's not the case. I would hope Tennessee would just, if that was going to be a huge factor, Tennessee would just be like, hey, here is an offer too. So, Trey, any more news?
Yeah. A couple things I wanted to kind of talk about. I can be quick on it. One, our friend Brendan Sorsby, the news this week, the NFL supplemental draft knocked him out, said, nope, we're not doing that. And then the cherry on top, I thought was really funny that he was going to attempt to play in the Canadian Football League, and they absolutely deny him as well, which to me, when I read both of those things, it just sums up how stupid the NCAA and the whole process they currently have set up, where he is still technically by the court and law and a circuit judge in Texas. He can still go play college football. Like they allowed that, but two professional football leagues, actual professional football leagues said absolutely not. Like that's how stupid and messed up the current system is.
There's only one thing left to do if you're Brennan Sorsby. Well, actually, you have two options. XFL, UFL, whatever they're calling it now, that, or I think you head to Mississippi with Buddy Stevens and play junior college.
Absolutely. I don't even think Buddy's coaching anymore, though.
He is. I just looked it up. He's in his 18th year.
Still at East Mississippi and Scuba.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the thing with because I saw the XFL thing too, UFL, XFL. I don't think he can do that because if he's going to still potentially try to get into the actual NFL draft, he would have already been drafted and gone through like training camps. That's all in the spring. The timelines don't match up for that.
I don't like if I'm the Canadian Football League and I want eyes, I feel like that is a good way to do that.
Absolutely.
But to be fair, the whole gambling on your own team thing's just a really bad look.
It's the worst look you can get as a.
And he was in rehab for 30 days, and now he's overcome it, and he's good.
You're the Canadian Football League. Like, well, what are we doing?
But they don't actually care about football up there. So
I'm thinking whoever is betting on you has a problem anyway. If anybody's betting on the Canadian Football League, they have an issue.
I mean, think about it. They still have their field goals at the front of the end zone. They don't care about viewership.
That's such a true point. But if I'm gonna backhand the NCAA, I'm also gonna stick out my hand and shake their hand and tell them they did a good job. This past week, the 5 years to play five officially went into an act with the NCAA, which I think is one of the better things they've done. We now can get rid of these redshirt freshmen, transfer, sit out. I mean, it is your first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. That's it. You have 5 years to play 5 years of football or whatever sport, I should just say. Now, there was a lot of talk about people trying to go back. Like, I know there was a basketball player in Ohio that tried to take it to court already, and the judge said no. So get that out. But it does start with the freshman class. And I think it's something smart that college sports needs. It's a good first step of ideas that needed to happen.
Yeah, those lawyers better get ready because there's going to be a lot coming about going back.
It won't happen, but
the only thing that they can do is like have somebody do it and just push it back until they're out of eligibility anyway.
Yeah. But I think this, when you look at just stereotypical 5 years to play 5, I think it's a good thing. I don't think we have to deal with this other system that we're currently in. So, and then I wanted to do this real quick with you guys. This was a trend that was going on online this week. And I kind of wanted
TikTok
to see.
dance?
Nope, not TikTok dance. So It was in the SEC. I don't know if did you guys see this at all? So you say your team. So obviously you got Tennessee's your team. Then you go to the rest of the SEC. You start with like, I don't mind you, to I only like it when it benefits my team, to hate you. And then I said special place in hell, so tell me where you guys sit with these. So starting with South
Kentucky,
Carolina.
Vanderbilt, and Alabama, you can go ahead and put special place in hell.
Yeah. Is Lane Kiffin on there? You can put him special place.
I wish.
That's like that dodges my like LSU one because I'm in this weird place of like I don't mind you or I like you only when it benefits my team, but then like they're almost special place in hell for me now. Shout out to Ole Miss for getting out of that special place in hell.
So let's go one at a time. You got South Carolina here. Where you got them at?
I'd have to put them in the hate category because of the last few years. They're not. I don't care
Shane
so much
Bieber
about them.
is a huge reason.
I don't mind. I just have no feelings towards Missouri personally.
Eli Drinkwitz, I kind of hate,
but I just don't care. Like wear your 3/4 cargo pants all you want. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's true.
You're talking to a state champion. How dare you?
Texas A&M.
I don't want Eli Drinkwitz to think I hate him because I need him to understand I don't care about him.
Yeah, Texas A&M, I don't mind them.
I don't mind.
Mississippi State, I don't mind.
Don't mind. Yeah, don't mind them. It's a tough one. The Lane Kiffin being gone.
See, I don't think I'm ever going to put the I like you only when it benefits my team because when do these teams ever benefit my team?
Yeah, beating like I see, like I would probably put LSU in that category because they're going to play Florida. They're going to play Alabama.
Well, they usually can't beat Florida when we need them to. So,
well, hold on. What about the time that shoe got thrown? That was cool.
Ole Miss, Miss. I don't really mind.
Yeah.
Now that Lane Kiffin's gone, I really don't mind.
Auburn.
I would probably put that in the I like you only when it benefits my team too. It's kind of like the enemy of my enemy is my friend for them.
True.
Yeah. Stephen Pearl, not a fan.
Special Florida, place in hell.
Yeah.
Probably just hate. Well, no, I care about the innocent lives of people on the roadway. Special place in hell.
Arkansas.
I hate Arkansas.
You hate them?
I hate them in baseball.
That's fine. Yeah,
Coach Cal.
What about our newbies here?
I like you only when it benefits my team for Oklahoma.
I hate Texas.
Because I don't necessarily. Yeah, I was going to say hate Texas.
Yeah.
I think that's a good little graphic there. Is there any you change just by thinking out a little bit more?
I mean, if you were to say like special place in hell to all of them, I wouldn't be mad either.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I kind of like I would be okay with moving everyone except Missouri out of the I don't mind you because again, I need to reiterate for Eli Drinkwitz, who thinks he is the most hated man in the planet by everyone but Missouri. I forget he exists. He truly does not bother me.
Is he a hot seat guy?
I don't know. I don't know or care.
I don't think he can't be hot seat. He just signed that massive extension. Remember, they gave him a new contract because he was possibly going to go to Wisconsin.
He was going to go to Wisconsin. Oh my God.
Where was he going to go? Michigan.
Oh,
yeah,
Florida.
It was somewhere. Florida. Thank you. It was one of the openings that.
Yeah,
and they
that
gave
was
him
a
massive
rumor.
contract. I think the only SEC coach that's truly hot seat to start this year, I guess there's two. Shane Beamer, you were on the hot seat. And I think depending on what the school wants to do, Jeff Lebby, you're also on the hot seat too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But that's where
does Sarkis start getting warm if he doesn't do anything?
What's not do anything? He needs to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
With this, you can't have 2 years of the next coming of Christ in Arch Manning and not make the playoffs one time. You have to.
Agreed.
But
all right, that was fun. Anything else before we get out of here?
That's
awesome.
That's it.
Guys, we'll go check out our good friends at hoviedrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that purchase. Got great hats, great people, great service over there. So go check them out. They got a new hat. Little like Tennessee State with a it looks like a green, and then the flag stick is a checkerboard flag stick.
The Masters logo, sort of.
Yeah.
The Tennessee version of the Masters logo.
Yeah.
Tennessee State, like the what are they? The Tigers?
The Tigers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. I think that's a HBCU, isn't it?
It is.
100% is. Yep.
That used to be before he went to Bowling Green. That's where Eddie George coached.
Shout out Hovey. Reaching out to Tennessee State.
Also go check out our good friends at roback.com. Use promo code MORE, 20% off that purchase. Get that game day collection going. Also, they had a pass thing where you can get 20% off, but you can do that any day with that promo code MORE. So do that and go get you some gear. If you don't like Adidas, then go Roback.
Do it.
Anything else? Good?
Good on my end. Let's go States. Beat Bosnia.
Go States.
Go States.
USA.
All right. Thank y'all again. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
Home run, slam dunks, give him 6. Boys at MII, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be, to hear some balls for life, talking Tennessee. You can hate us if you want, but we sure